Christmas is traditionally considered a peaceful time, a time for reflection. And it is precisely these qualities German Chancellor Angela Merkel claims are important for the current political climate. Merkel is refusing to enter into what she considers a populist race to spend billions in taxpayers' money on programs she's not convinced would help the economy.
No matter how great our sense of urgency, we will not join the race for subsidies or the race for billions, purely to give the impression that we're doing something.
While European politicians are at loggerheads over how to calm the financial crisis, much of the German population still hasn't felt its effects. Unemployment is lower than it has been for years, and many Germans received a pay increase this year. So for many, the crisis hasn't yet arrived.
Personally, I haven't felt it yet. As for the future, I'm not sure. Right now, I don't need a car. Maybe that's why.
It will surely come next year, price hikes and such, but I haven't felt any concrete effects yet.
There are always ups and downs, but you have to make the most of it. You've got to think positive and buckle down and try to make as much money as you can.
I haven't felt the impact yet, but certainly the crisis will arrive here too. We're all in the crisis together, but somehow everyone seems to be ignoring it.
While many people seem to have dodged the crisis until now, the experts insist it's unavoidable.
It's a bit like a tsunami. At some point, the wave will break, and we can all see it's going to be a pretty big one, and it'll wipe out quite a lot. In Germany, maybe slightly less than in other European countries.
In the weeks and months to come, politics is bracing itself for a set of challenges for which no script has been written. None of us can recall a similar series of events.
But this hasn't stopped politicians from offering their opinion. Each has their own take on the crisis and how Germany should go about reacting to it.
500 euros per person, 250 per child would boost the economy.
We've been saying it for months. What we need is a general, substantial tax cut.
We need to help get exports and investments up and running again, but that isn't easy.
The Chancellor is distancing herself from these, at times, incompatible ideas.
We have an abundance of suggestions from across the political spectrum, but they contain contradictions which are continually reiterated.
While many politicians are insisting that their way is the right one, others are openly admitting that they are unsure of what to do.
If you ask me in an hour, I'll probably tell you something different than what I told you 2 hours ago. Our opinions change because we never stop assessing the situation, and we're always reflecting on it anew.
But economists are critical of this tentative approach. They say that clear decisions must be made and stuck to.
We can't promise one thing one day and then something else the next. We need clear guidelines for the economy and a clear plan of action.
While the politicians continue to bicker among themselves, many Germans have lost confidence in their ability to steer the country out of danger.
It would be much better if they'd stop talking nonsense and end all this bickering. They're working against each other instead of pulling in one direction. That's how I see it.
It's time to change the way we do things. We have a long tradition of talking endlessly, but not deciding on anything.
They're not doing anything for the people. They're only looking after wealthy people and businesses. Nothing for the people. That's not their style.
So while Christmas may be being celebrated as usual across the country, this year many Germans will be wishing for stronger leadership in 2009.